share that mic and I'll share this one.
Okay, great.
All right, hey, it's Justin at Tech Zulu, and we're here at the Indiegogo Cafe Lounge at South by Southwest. There's a lot of documentaries being crowdfunded right now, and this is a successful one.
Thanks. We're doing a documentary about the San Marcos River. It's called YAKONA. I'm the director. My name is Paul Collins, and this is our producer, Jill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we are, thanks to Indiegogo, we were able to finish our film, and we're now excited to be at South by Southwest for our world premiere. So we had our first screening on Saturday, and we have our next screening tomorrow, 11 a.m. at the Big Theater at the Paramount.
Sweet. How much did you raise?
So we raised $43,000 in less than a month. So
Really?
Yeah. It was
and so how much of that was the first week, and how much of that was the last week?
Well, the thing about it, I think our first week was like, it gave us probably, I think we reached the halfway point, and then it slows down kind of throughout the month, and then our last week was kind of, amped up really big. And the last 3 days, I think we got 10,000.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So.
And we were able to get a lot of press because the beginning of the campaign had been so successful, which really helped at the end when we needed to call in all the extras.
Right.
So what are some tips you can give people for crowdfunding a film?
I think if you rely exclusively on online, you might come short. I think you really gotta, work the streets, do some cold calls and get them to the website. Because like a lot of our bigger donors were people in the community and stuff like that had connections to our film, and they were the ones that like really pushed us over the edge. And if we had just relied online only, I think we would only made half of our goal.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of knows the dirty little secret of crowdfunding, where you plan a few rich people to throw in a bunch of money at the beginning to set the psychological thing.
Right.
Did you guys have any tricks like that, where you had like, oh, I'm going to wait on this reward until the end, or we're going to wait to hit up this guy or that girl until a certain time?
Not necessarily. I mean, we did have some people that gave us some money on the side that we put in kind of at the end, but it wasn't anything big and significant. But I do gotta.
We spread the word a lot before the campaign started. Like, hey, this is coming. Be ready for this. We really need the support.
I do got a funny story though.
Okay.
So, our last.
You're already laughing.
I know, right? So our last day, we were down, I think, $12,000, and we're like, man, we got to raise $12,000 in one day. And so we were making calls to everybody. We were sweating it out. And then all of a sudden we get a $10,000 donation, and we were just like, whoa, like, somebody, it's like, we got this surprise donor that just came out of the woodwork, and we were just like, we're saved. And then we get a call from her, and it was a sweet elderly lady had put too many zeros in the donation. She only wanted to put $100 in. And so everybody thought we'd already made our goal, and so we literally had to just tell our social media and make all these calls. We're like, no, we didn't make it. We hadn't made it. So we were like panicking all day, and we have day jobs, so we're at our office on our lunch break going, oh man, what are we gonna do? Everyone thinks we made our goal. No one's gonna donate. And thankfully, the word got out enough that we did manage to make up that $10,000 without people thinking that we'd already made it. But it was because apparently it takes longer than 24 hours to reverse the donation.
The campaign would have been over with.
And so thank God that we just got the right word out and people still donated, but that was like probably our scariest moment. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, and our $10,000 perk was for executive producer. So
that's kind of standard.
Our elderly lady was going to be the executive producer.
Did you make an effort to convince her to keep the donation at that level?
No, we tried.
No, she felt really bad for us because she knew we explained what had happened, and she was trying to do her best to try to help the situation, but she just could not afford to give $10,000 to us. So
I totally understand. So everybody knows that there's certain price points on the reward structure that are just magic. The 25, the 50, the 100. Right. What was your most successful price point?
I think the $25 one was.
And what did you offer there?
A DVD, I believe. We did this a few months ago. I wish I had freshened up on our stats.
I think the $25 one was I mean, our documentary is all about just like fantastic imagery, like underwater photography. So we got these amazing prints.
Right.
And I think the $25 one was a prints, either a T-shirt and prints and a DVD. And so I think that was probably the most successful one.
Everybody uses T-shirts.
Yeah.
Right.
And everybody loves T-shirts.
Everyone loves T-shirts,
It's
so.
one of those things like every single crowdfund that I've seen,
Yeah.
got to have a T-shirt. Like
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
that's a de facto.
Yeah.
But was there any particular unique reward for this that like nobody else could have offered?
We did have a special one, I think at the $500 level, where we were actually going to take you down the river and make a documentary about you on the river.
Really?
Yeah, you basically had a film crew for a day on the river.
We still
So
have to fulfill those perks.
yeah.
But we
But
will.
Yeah.
That's so fun. You're just waiting for the good weather to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
right.
polar vortex.
Yes.
Whatever. So, but we got a countdown to our next interview.
Great.
So give a plug again. What's the name of your movie?
The name of the movie is YAKONA. It's a word in Native American for water rising, and we're gonna have our big show at the Paramount Theater at 11 a.m. Tuesday tomorrow, and I hope you can come out. You don't have to have a badge. You can wait in line and get in. There's enough seats.
You
So,
can still buy tickets online too through the Paramount website, $12.
hope to see you guys there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
you.
Perfect.
Cheers. Awesome. Thanks for the.
You know, everybody wants to talk about the creative and the story behind this.